Hello, everybody. This is Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. Today's segment's going to be ramblings of an old man, and going to talk about how getting old sucks. Yeah, there's one of the things you know it sucks is that you stop losing hair on the head, and then hair starts growing out your ears, your nose, your butt. Yeah, that's not fun. So I'll shave and then I'll go and check my ears. Uh, so, you know, it's not fun. Another thing that you find that people don't want you to drive anymore. And Mida said, no, you don't drive anymore. After a couple of close calls on the road, and I figured, yeah, it's time for me not to drive here in the Philippines. The traffic is a mess. Uh, so it's probably best that I give that up. So now there's a benefit of that is that Mida drives me, and I can sit over in the passenger side, and I can look out at all the pretty girls walking by along the road, and she won't even know I'm looking. Of course, I had to look at the dogs, the cats, the carabao, the goats, the cows, the people, the kids, and everything else. So I'm glad I don't drive. Um, also, you can kind of forget where you put your eyeglasses or hearing aids or something 10 minutes ago, but you can remember what happened 70 years ago in your life. I, that's what I have. I'm continuously, where are my keys? Where's my wallet? Where's my passport? And I just had them, you know, uh, minutes ago. Somehow uh, they get moved to some place that I don't remember putting them at. My wife's always telling me, you know, I'll say, where are my keys? And she'd say, it's right there on the table next to you. I thought I looked there. I didn't look hard enough, I guess. But she's always giving me a hard time about that. Um, let's see what else was some bad things about it. Well, uh, I don't always remember to bring everything I was supposed to have when I have to go to, say, get my license or get my visa and stuff like that. I sometimes forget I even went to there. But I can remember stuff when I was a kid happened to me. Uh, Oftentimes traumatic events like when I was about 7 years old and went up to the fence to the next door yard where there's a pretty little 7-year-old girl there, and it had hedges along the fence line. And right there in that hedge was a big yellow jacket's nest, and they all flew into my face, and I got stung over 100 times. Uh, Completely shut one eye, uh, swollen up, all along this side of my face. I can remember that, and I'm weary every time I come across wasps. Uh, so I try to stay away from them, not antagonize them. So, but there are some good things about, like now I don't have to drive. I don't have to contend with this Manila traffic or this little province traffic we get out here. And another is that you get a discount at, on most stores. Apollo! These dogs. You get a discount on your groceries and other stuff. There are different ones are always offering something, a discount for seniors. So I try to take advantage of that. Also, when I go to a store, and like S&R, it's a very popular store that has, it's kind of like a Costco back in the U.S. It's got a little of everything, but it's got food stuff that I want that's been imported from the U.S. So I go there, and when you go there in the afternoon, there'll be a long line around the store. And fortunately for me, I step out there and they immediately say, come walk right on in, ahead of everybody. And so that, and they'll even ask me if I want a wheelchair, and which I avail myself of often. Don't want to walk around that big old store all day, huh? And a big benefit is, I use a cane a lot, especially if I'm going to have to be walking long ways. At the airport, they'll ask you, do you need a wheelchair? Or ask me, do I need a wheelchair? And used to, I never would have said that. But yes. But I learned to always accept the wheelchair. They'll send somebody over there with the wheelchair, you get in it, you go right straight to the head of the booking line, give you tickets, check your bags and everything. No waiting. And so I avail myself of that opportunity. And I don't fly economy anymore. I go business class. And here in Philippine Airlines, it's not as high as in many of the other airlines. So I sit up in a good seat, and I can lay back and enjoy the flight. Well, really enjoy the sleep, because that's what I'm going to do. And on Philippine Airlines, it's only a direct flight from LA to Manila. You don't stop in Beijing, you don't stop in Japan, you don't stop in Korea or even Hong Kong. You just come direct flight, 9 hours, I think it is. So I take advantage of that now, and people are more helpful when you're an old guy like that, like I am, at least here in the Philippines. People will help you out anytime you need it. Somebody's going to come and help you. some of my friends, they'll go, if I'm in the wheelchair, they'll push me around. So, so we've been here in, hey, dogs, hush it up. I've got Butter here who wants to sit with me instead of barking with the other dogs. He's a good dog. And Lily doesn't like her too much. Because Lily wants to be the lead dog, lead female. So they get into fights sometimes. But generally, they're all right. So we've been here now a little over 3 years. It was trying for me to get my SRRV, special residential visa, and it's got a lot of benefits to it too. And so that was the main thing I wanted to get here. So we lived in Manila for almost 3 months while I went through all the government agencies to process my visa. Another thing I found out doing that, so one of the requirements is you have to have a clearance from law enforcement in your own country. Well, I didn't do that. So I was supposed to go and get that done, and then they told me, no, you don't have to. How old are you? And I said, 75, or something like 76. And I said, no, you don't have to have that. Saved me some time. And so I got that all straightened out, and finished all the requirements. You had to get a passport, fingerprints, and a health clearance. You have to go to a hospital and take their medical exam, which the one we went to, the primary care doctor was a young, very lovely Filipina, well educated, and she asked me some questions that were kind of hard, but she passed me anyway. So I got that done, and then Maida and I had been coming out this area to look for a house. We have our daughter and her husband and his family, and plus dotted around between here and Manila, we've got several other family members. So we have love it here, and my family are just really amazing, very nice to me, and I'm enjoying life here. Here in areas around Tagaytay, we have the volcano, Taal Volcano and Lake, just a few kilometers down that way, and it was up in elevation, and so we get really nice breezes and a lot of rain. In 2020, January 2020, we got some pretty big eruptions of the volcano. Fortunately, the winds carried it that way out to the east, and they got a lot of ash. Just shut down a lot of hotels and restaurants all along the lake, and but we got just very little minute. Thanks for the winds, and we've got South China Sea just down that way, and Batanga Straits back that way. We get cool breezes through here, so that's made me very happy, because I didn't want to live in a hot, sweltering, humid, lowland place like Manila. Well, all right, I've rambled on enough now. Just wanted to say thank all of you who have been subscribing here in the past week or so, a couple of weeks, a couple of months. I've been getting a lot of new subscribers, and I really appreciate that. Hope I get 1,000 subscribers soon, and that's what I'm shooting for. Thanks to James. If you haven't seen that video of he did at my 80th birthday party, go to My PI Dreams and take a look at it, because it's well done. It's a really good video, and I appreciate that. James and Nessa are just good people, and I'm glad to be their friends. And I'm glad to be your friend too. So thank you for subscribing. Hit that like button. You can hit that little Mayon volcano that's somewhere on the screen. I think it'll be to your right side, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And I'm trying to get one out just about every day. So I hope you enjoy watching them. I enjoy doing this. It gives me something interesting to do, and I have to keep coming up with new ideas. But that wasn't an earthquake. That was a dog jumping down. But we do get earthquakes here. About 3 or 4 days ago, I was just sitting in a chair at my computer, and all of a sudden, this big rumble like that. It just lasted a few seconds. So y'all take care. Have a great day, and take care of your family, your kids, your pets. Help your neighbors when you can. And I'll see you back again, hopefully tomorrow. Y'all have a great day.